Message from the Galactic Federation of Light 3/2/12. A very restricted plan is unfolding whereby our ships of the Galactic Commands will rendezvous with certain members of your societies as well as certain members of your media. You may construe this as landings, and you may not. The term mass landings has been used from time to time by some of you, but what does a mass landing signify precisely? We of the Galactic Federation of Light have a great deal of ships orbiting your world at this time, and we also have many ships stationed and on patrol throughout the solar system. If we were to land all of our ships or even a large percentage of our ships at one time, this could be perceived as an invasion by those who are yet uninformed of our peaceful intent and by those of you who are allowing the emotion of fear to consume you. Our plans in the near future are to work personally with many selected individuals of your world to perform the necessary tasks to prepare your planet for ascension into the higher realms. We would not describe this part of the overall operation as mass landings, but it will be necessary to direct a number of our ships to ground level. We do need to rendezvous with those that will be working with us, and we will also be required to navigate some of our ships close to ground level in order to perform some of the tasks essential for the advancement of your world. Do you see the difference, dear ones? Know that when we say to you that we will be working with many of you personally, that we mean just that, and nothing or no one will interfere with this plan, as it is a necessary step on your way to ascension. How many of our ships will be navigating throughout your skies is a question that will be answered in the days ahead, and you will not have to take anyone's word on this, as you will all be able to devise a rough estimate by totaling the number of sightings, and you will also be able to begin to recognize some of our ships according to size and shape, as many of our ships are quite distinctive from some of the others. How many of you will be working with us is another question that will soon be answered. And we tell you today that we are already making our selections of who we feel would be positive additions to our teams and who have also earned their opportunity. How these opportunities are earned are up to you to answer for yourselves, although we will say to you that our workplace is not very different from many of your working environments in your world, only the nature of some of our work may not be what many of you have ever experienced. What a wonderful opportunity for the people of your world to see what we are really all about. They will see that we have family structures such as your own, and how we all work and play together no matter what our race or planetary origins. The people of your world will witness our organization working with you to repair the damages done to your world. How then will anyone be taken seriously any longer when they say that we are of evil intent and cannot be trusted? There are many of your world who believe this today, but they shall not believe this for very much longer, and this is one of our many goals. Those of you who will be working with us will share their stories of these experiences. We will allow you to bring back home with you evidence of your time spent with us, and you will be asked to share this evidence to those of your world. This is our disclosure plan, to announce to the people of your world that we are here, that we are a peaceful organization, and that we are only here to help, to assist you in the areas of your world that require care and attention. That is what we do, and that is all we do. We do not conquer, we do not pillage. And it will be soon that no one on your planet will be able to say otherwise and be taken seriously. This will be so. We see so many of you doing your best to spread this truth, and we thank you so very much for your hard work and determination. We do see others of your world not only buying into the lies about us, but also making efforts to spread these falsehoods to others. This is your right and your free will choice. We only ask you to learn more about the sources of this information you are spreading about us. We ask you to examine why it is you resonate with these fear peddlers, and try to use better your powers of intuition and feel the energy these individuals are giving off. Do they radiate with love? Do you feel that their words can be trusted? Do their messages radiate with truth or deception? Please ask yourself these questions before you take part in the sharing and dissemination of these lies that can be, at certain levels, very detrimental to our mission here and to the people of your world. We are not suggesting you follow our instructions or wishes. We wish to make it clear that we honor and respect your right to exercise your free will choice. We are only asking that those of you who choose to take part in this disinformation agenda choose carefully who you wish to trust as a source of your information. We feel that with a certain level of research and background checking, you may be surprised who and what is behind some of these individuals whose words you are accepting as truth and are passing on to others. That is all we ask of you. Is this fair enough, dear ones? Much of our mission rides on the acceptance of us by certain number of your citizens. We feel we will reach this quota in due time and all of your world will benefit greatly upon this success. We ask you though, how much longer should the people of your world suffer because so many not only continue to buy into the fear-based lies about us, but who also willingly participate in the spreading of this disinformation? How much longer? This is what we ask. Allow us to prove to you who we are and what we have come here to do. Do you think you have so much to lose? Do you think you are free today? Do you think the cabal does not have plans to enslave you? Many of you see clearly that the Dark Ones are losing their grip on you. What do you think is the cause of this, and why do you feel the cabal does not implement their plan to completely enslave you? Why are their detainment centers they have built all over the world not being filled with those of the voices of dissent? Why do you think those who are quickly losing their power and control over you sit by idly and watch as this all happens without amassing any resistance? Ask yourself these questions, dear ones, and you may begin to see us in a different light, the light we deserve and have earned. We wish to share with you what we have, not take. We have the power and the means to take at will if this is what we desired, yet we have undertaken a wide-ranging campaign to awaken you and empower you. Why would we do that if we wished to conquer? Those of you helping to spread the lies about us, please ask yourself these questions. This is all we ask, and we thank you for taking the time to make a qualified decision as to which messages you choose to share about us. Moving on to recent developments in and around your world, we have turned up the pressure on the remaining space forces of the Dark Cabal and we can safely report that their forces are dwindling down quickly in size and the end for their once sizable array of space fighters is soon at hand. As we have made clear on many occasions, we do everything in our power to see that no physical harm comes to those soldiers manning these space fighters and other space-related systems, and those taken into custody are removed from this area and relocated to safe zones where they can begin their re-education programs where the first thing they will learn is the reality of who they were fighting for. As we have said, this comes as quite a surprise to many of them. We also see this information coming as quite a surprise to many of your world as well, and we will back up what we share with you with undeniable evidence, as we possess great technology that can offer irrefutable proof of what we offer as fact. Many of you will be quite astonished of the crimes committed against you, and we say to you to look beyond anger and any need for revenge and instead focus on adequate justice and rehabilitation for these souls. Many souls today who are very positive members of their galactic communities were once aligned with the dark and fought against the forces of light, but there is always an opportunity for one to find their way back to the light and every soul deserves this chance. You are all children of your Creator, and as such all deserve all the guidance and nurturing required to bring you up into the light. We suggest to you that you find a way to allow these lost souls to receive the restructuring that will allow them this chance. There may even be some of you that were given just this opportunity and a chance to find your way back to the path into the light. We see the heat beginning to be turned up on the members of the Cabal and we see they now have no place to turn, with no alternatives but complete surrender. No more are they plotting and scheming, as now their days are filled with conference calls with legal teams in an attempt to construct some sort of defense when they are inevitably brought before a court of justice. Once a tight brotherhood of criminals devoted to their dark agenda, today they seek to blame one another and offer some of their pawns as scapegoats and patsies. Some of these individuals today are attempting to run and to hide from the justice that will surely find them, as we have means to locate them wherever it is they shall try to hide. Each of those who have plotted and schemed against your people will be brought to justice. There will be no other way, as their fate has already been chosen by they themselves. These names will be many, and the list will grow as arrests are made. Justice will be had by the people of your world, and you will not have very much longer to begin to witness this for yourselves. Turning towards your new financial system, there are many men and women who have been working on your new system tirelessly for months, and for some, even years now. Your old system has already crumbled. It is not crumbling. It is being held up by smoke and mirrors at this time. Your World Bank and the United States Federal Reserve are bankrupt. They are not being permitted to pass the worthless pieces of paper they print at will, as these notes have no intrinsic value. They are just paper, nothing more. The people of your world have a new system waiting in the wings that will carry you to your ascension. This is the plan, and has been the plan for far longer than many of you may realize at this time. Many dedicated men and women have offered their services towards this new system, and much of their labors have been of a strictly volunteer nature. Much appreciation for their efforts is called for. And upon the unveiling of your new system, many of these courageous men and women will be made known to you, and they and the story of the creation of your new system will also be made known to you throughout many of your media outlets. You can be assured of this. Do not allow yourselves to lose hope for your new system, as it is very real to once, and it is nearly ready for its historical launch. Your new system will alleviate many of the inherent flaws and limitations of your old system, namely in the way money is created and circulated. Your new system will supply a currency backed by genuine precious metals, in contrast to your old system that held relatively minuscule amounts of gold reserve. This has been the problem at the center of your economic woes, and will not be a factor in your new system, as 100% of your new currency will be backed by real and tangible value. Your new system will relieve the strains that have been unduly placed upon you due to the old system that created wealth for a few out of debt of the many. Your new system will not be based on debt, and will allow every member of your human family to prosper the way your journey has always been intended. Upon the launch of your new system, your people will be released from their shackles of debt, and we see great relief and joy sweeping all across your world. This will be a tremendous boost as you head down the home stretch towards your ascension, and we see your collective vibration jumping at the news that your old system is dead and your new system has now been born. This day will surely be a most triumphant day for humanity, and will be one of the most significant days in the entire history of your world. This day is coming. You can be assured of this. We ask you to do your part and help this day manifest. Bringing the members of your cabal to justice is the triggering point of your new system, and we ask you to continue to spread the news of the arrests that will soon be broadcast through your media. We have shared with you how important it is that you set the table for this event, as we wish for as many of your world to benefit as greatly as possible from this breaking news. Please do your part to give others some idea of what these proceedings mean to them. This is your task at this time. As we have said, you will not be left looking foolish, as these arrests will happen, and already we see related legal proceedings finding their way to the people of your world through many of your media outlets. Other major media outlets will begin their coverage of these events in time as well, and the mass arrests of members of the cabal will make headlines, You will not have to dig deep to locate this coverage. From our vantage point, we see all the different areas of our mission proceeding smoothly, and all remains perfectly on schedule. We again thank you, our agents in the field, and we say to you to continue to persevere as you are fastly approaching the light at the end of the tunnel. You do not have long to wait until we can begin working personally with you, and this difficult area of your assignment will be finally behind you. You are all doing a truly wonderful job, and we thank each and every one of you for your tremendous efforts and your courage to stand up for what you believe in. This is one of the reasons you have been chosen for this assignment, as to act as a way shower for your fellow man, as courage and conviction are traits well worth the pursuit to obtain them. It is hoped that many of your brothers and sisters will take notice and respond to this vibration. Continue to do your best and lead by example, as your actions and not words are always the best teacher. We are the Galactic Federation of Light. As channeled through Greg Giles, http://ascensionearth2012.blogspot.com